I am going to pitch to you guys now. Okay. You all know my Dream Doctor casting, but I'm not going to go with Dev Patel today because I'm going to spice it up, make it more interesting. But I stand by. He's not a realistic BBC budget person at the moment, but he would be the best Doctor.
Well, Dev Patel, he produces his own stuff now, and he writes his own stuff and partners with people. So bring him on as the Doctor and have him help production.
Ooh.
Yeah. If he'd do it, the BBC should be down. But I am going to cast Erin Doherty as the Doctor. I feel like that works.
Oh, my teacher has taught her.
Well, there you go. Let's get in contact. We'll get her in the next Echo film. But no, so Erin Doherty as the main Doctor. And the key thing here, before I launch into companions, etc., is this is set in a different timeline to ours, but it's our Doctor. So this Doctor has ended up in this timeline, and it gives us the freedom to visit historical figures for the first time, revisit maybe a couple of classic stories and modernise them a bit. Like, you can kind of do things like Tomb of the Cybermen, but like alternate universe. Tharies, I see your eyebrows going incredibly high, but this is what Russell did with the Cybermen in 2005.
I'm letting you go for it.
But I think the Doctor's arc throughout these however many seasons should be getting home, getting to the original universe. So they're in this universe for these 3 seasons. That's your pitch. Now, there's still Earth here, and it could be closer to our version of Earth than the Doctor Who version of Earth. Our companions are from Rosanna. I didn't copy you. Are from 1960s or 1970s. And you've got one who, you've all heard this before on the showrunner video, but Theo, who is like 17, freshly out of school. He's a criminal. He breaks into a shop. There's like a little police chase. I want like a nice needle drop at the start of an episode. And then the police get him, lob him into a police box nearby, which is actually the TARDIS. And that's your sort of half unwilling companion there over the course of the series. He needs to get nicer. And they're in rural Gloucestershire. And one of the other companions who comes in and out is his mum. Because I just think it would be so fun to have, and I've cast as the mum, Kathy Burke as a Gloucestershirean mother who gets to see all of time and space. If you've watched This Country, the way Gloucester people speak...
Who? Oh, no.
No, she's not in that. Right. But I love some of the dryness and all of, like, I think that would be so lovely. I also have another companion who joins them slightly later, who is from Rosanna, you asked for it, the far future. And she can't actually remember where she's from. So her and the Doctor can connect a bit over wanting to go home, but she doesn't remember where she's from. So throughout the series, they're trying to get her to wherever. Like, is it a colony ship? Is it a different planet? That's like their motive. That's why her and the Doctor click. The Doctor can get her home. But that's the rough vibe. In terms of format, I'm thinking like 8 episodes. I'm doing a Stranger Things type style, I think. There, you still get, just like Flux, you get your Sontaran episode, you get your whatever episode, you get a highlight of an alien, but it is predominantly one story. There's a set thing. We've got to get like our companion from the future home. We've got to get the Doctor back to their original universe. All of this, like, it's nice, proper through-line drama, and each episode picks up directly after the other one. Kind of like classic Who did. There's, obviously it didn't always do it, but there's no big, like, you know, in The Devil's Cord when Ruby's like, oh, we've been best friends for 6 months. Like, there's none of that. It is this episode, straight into this episode, straight into this episode. You can also have nice clashing between the guy from the 1960s and the girl from the far future, because they're obviously going to hold... they're going to have very different beliefs, but they could fall in love. They might. I don't quite know, because I didn't think that far ahead. But yeah, see, maybe they do, maybe they don't. You've obviously got to have as well, in the 1960s, I want to do something with Cybermen and religion in a creepy church in the village that guy lives. Like, I want them to be like in a stained glass window, and they've used the human emotion and they've set themselves up as like false gods. And you can have the companion from the 1960s. His mum is like a firm Christian, and she really believes in what like the Cybermen have done because they've contorted their religion, etc. And you get all these nice parallels. You've got to chuck in Daleks at some point as well, because we've got to get people back on board. Everybody loves the Daleks. And then that's the gist of it.
I like it.
I thought when you were saying about the Cybermen in a religious episode, I thought you were going to do a bit of a parallel with like a sort of evangelist religious people trying to get people to join the religion and conform, and parallel that so that you will become like us.
I like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what. That's the thing. They lock onto that primal like human thing, and they notice like, because it's how cults start. They're like, I can make these people believe, and these Cybermen aren't like, it's not like Earthshock or loads of whatever. It is like 4 really rusty, broken down Cybermen that crashed there, have been dormant, someone's awoken them, there's barely anything to them, they're like stumbling around, you can see a bit of body horror.
They're like, help me.
We'll cast Rosanna as the Cybermen.
Oh yes, no. The reason my eyebrows were going like that was because when you were saying, "Oh, we could do like a remake of Tomb of the Cybermen," I was getting flashbacks to the Leakley Bible where they're like, "We're going to remake." Like, do you know what I mean?
You'll notice I did not use the word remake. I said we can revisit.
Yeah. No, that's
because what's quite fun to have is if the Doctor's already done this, but in a different universe.
Yeah,
they
it's
can
like a twist
like,
on the. I get that. I get the gist. That's fine. It's just in my mind, I was like, oh no, he's going to do a remake.
Yeah, the Doctor Who. But this is the thing as well. It's why I want to put them in a sort of parallel universe for these seasons. Doctor Who cannot escape its continuity because at the moment, obviously the Christmas special might change things, but you've got a David Tennant Doctor on Earth, you've got Ace, you've got Tegan, you've got Mel, you've got Kate, you've got all these people. It's like, just let's be free of it. Let the Doctor be an unknown person with new companions, still Earth-based stories, but in a completely... And you can go back and meet historical figures properly for the first time without... Yeah, and I think it's an interesting way of doing it. And still, for all the Doctor Who fans that are like, you can't do a reboot, it's the closest you can come to a reboot with it still fitting in the same line. And it also gives the Doctor an adventure to get back home.
Yeah, I like that as a narrative.
What do you do when the Doctor does get back home?
It's not my problem. I won't be the showrunner then. I'll hand it over. They can do whatever they want.
That's fully Chris Chibnall inventing the timeless child, and then be like, it's David Cameron after Brexit.
It's not though.
You guys sort it.
Where is he? In this
because when they get back home, it's in exactly the same position that the show would have been when it was handed over to them.
Yeah.
Like,
but
the
hopefully
Doctor's
with a more susceptible audience.
Yeah, you could also plot twist that I probably wouldn't do because I'd get killed. What if the Doctor finds out at the end that the universe they're in is actually their original universe that the timeless child came from when they were chucked through the boundary, and they've spent all this time trying to go back to what they think is home, but their true home is where they've been all along. Because as a wise woman once said, there's no place like home.
That was...
I don't think I'd do that, but I feel like that would be an interesting twist. Like,
I'd be down
if they've
for
spent
it
all these years.
If that was the goal of the series, it was to actually like open up the timeless child thing, go, okay, let's do what we can with this, and then put it to bed at the end of the series. If that was like your goal for it, and you've got all of these fun adventures, and it's closing that chapter, I'd be down for it. But I don't think you can just shove it in.
No, but it wouldn't be shoved in because obviously there's their companion who can't remember where they're from. And that's how the Doctor and them have bonded. And the Doctor can say, oh, a great chunk of my past is missing as well. I can't remember it. And they're trying so hard to get home. But then at the end, you realise they've been, like, this parallel world is technically their home. Do they stay there? Do they go there? Do they go back to the universe we follow?
Do I stay or do I go now?
You got the needle drop for episode 1.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah.
What I love about that idea, and I love the parallel episodes because of it, you could have so many shitty jokes in there. Like, you can have, like, I thought there was a president, like, crap like that. Or, like, I don't know, just fun. Like, you can be like...
Yeah, like twists on what people know.
Yeah, like, just fun things, or, like, things that never happen. So, like, what's COVID? You know?
You could really have fun with the Mandela effect in that.
Yeah, that's
imagine the amount of differences you could put in.
Well, you could do all of those famous Mandela effects are just what happened in that universe.
In this universe, they actually did stage the moon landing.
You could have that. You could have Eric Stoltz. You could do the Flash thing. Have Eric Stoltz.
Yes. What was the original title of Back to the Future? Well, not the original, but they pitched it. Spaceman from Pluto.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be so good. Like, because the Doctor could be trying to explain time travel to them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like in Spaceman from Pluto." Like what? Like with Eric Stoltz, and it's that would be great.
No, I like that.